All right, guys. It looks like we're live. Trying to figure this out still. And as we, do more of these, I'll get better and trying to figure out exactly all the little details and everything. But it looks like we're live now, so the stream should be up and running, and you should be able to find this from the Google Classroom. There was a post made, and you should be able to be watching it right on the Google Classroom. And at the moment, there are two people here. One might be myself, so it is what it is. Okay, so if you're in the chat, if you're watching, say something in the chat just so I can see that there are people here and get an idea of who's here. Okay. Anyway, having said that, this video will remain up on the Google Classroom for the duration of all this, and so you can go back and rewatch these as much as you want. Now, having said that, the videos that I've been making and putting them up on Google Classroom, I can see who's what, not who, but I can see how many people have watched some of these videos. And to be honest with you, it is not that many at all. This is actually starting to look like a waste of time on my part. You guys must be held accountable for your own education. I can only put the videos up. It's up to you to watch them, and it's up to you to follow through on whatever assignments and what have you are going to be posted. So, for instance, if I go back to the 17th, last week, 22 people watched that video. I have way more than 22 students. Let's see. On the 18th, 16 views. On the 19th, 10 views. On the 20th, 5 views. 4 on the 24th. This is sad, you guys. You definitely are not doing what you should be doing. And there will be a test coming up. So let's talk about the schedule. Today is supposed to be just a review / Q&A. So if you have any questions, you need to be asking these questions, whether they're through this venue on the YouTube, on Google Classroom, or even an email. I don't prefer the email because it might get past me with all the emails that we do get. But if you put it on the Google Classroom, I will definitely be seeing these questions. You have got to be asking questions. If you're not asking questions, I can only assume that everybody's prepared for a test. Having said that, today is a review. You ask questions. Monday, you're having a test. I'm going to be putting up an exam on the Google Classroom, and you're going to have a certain amount of time to do it. Everything will be explained on Monday, but you're going to be responsible for this assignment, and it's going to be a test grade. It's worth a test on your PowerSchool, on your grade. You have to take this seriously, okay? Now, granted, it's open notebook, open book, open whatever, but that doesn't mean you know how to do these. And if you Google the answer and you get something that we didn't talk about, because there's more than one way to answer these questions, I'm only looking for the one right way that we went over. You're going to have to spend the rest of the day going back and rewatching all these videos and getting prepared for this upcoming test on Monday. And I'm not going to use not being in school as an excuse to do poorly, because I've done all the work. I've put all these videos out there. I'm getting videos where 4, 5, and 6 people are watching them. And that might be the same person more than once. And I've gotten very little feedback and very little questions, so that's that. Now, at this point, there are 4 people in here, and no one has said anything to me, at least at this moment. There is a slight delay, so if you just type something in, I haven't gotten it yet, but no one's given me any sort of feedback. We did that first live stream on Wednesday, a couple days ago, and there was a decent amount of attendance on that. But since then, I mean, I haven't gotten a whole lot of anything, and you guys are not doing what you should be doing. I'm not yelling at you. I get it. Things have changed, but the first test outside of school is coming up, and you're going to have to kind of buckle down and do what you got to do. So I'm all set up here. I have everything I need. At the moment, I have 4 people in this, and I'm sitting here talking to myself. I have multiple cameras set up. I've done all this work. I've gone through and gotten things figured out for you. And it's basically looking like it's almost for nothing. You guys have got to start stepping up and doing what you need to do, okay? I can't come to your house and do this for you. School is still continuing. So I'm going to give it a couple of minutes, and I'm not sure what else I can say or do for these next few minutes. But if I don't get anything on the chat or anything at all in the next moment or two, hey, Jess, it's good to see you. If I don't get anything of any questions or what have you, I don't know what I can do to continue. And to be honest, I'd be doing the same thing if we were in class, the same speech, all that stuff. It's the same thing. It's just you're at home, I'm at home instead of in the classroom. So, how's everybody's day going at this point? What can I do to stall? Well, I hope everybody's safe. Let's start there. I hope everybody's safe and healthy. I've been watching the press conferences from the governor of New Jersey and the governor of New York every day. And things aren't looking so hot. There's executive orders and all that for us to just stay home. It is what it is. At this point, Tina and I, we've fast-tracked having a garden at this house. We just moved into this house towards the end of the summer last year, so there was no time to start a garden here then. So this year, we really, did what we had to do, and now we have a garden ready to go. We're just waiting for the right time of the year to start planting stuff. So, still no questions. 4 people. And this thing has been going on for, let's see here, about 6 minutes. So, Jess, it looks like you're the only one who's actually doing anything. Do you have any questions at all regarding the material that we've been talking about for the past week or so? 2 weeks maybe? Even before that, because we were in school at one point. We started talking about the differences in molecular and ionic compounds. Then I gave you properties and what have you of each. And then, hey, Kaylin. And then we were talking about how to name different ions, the monoatomic, the polyvalent, the polyatomics. And then we were putting them into ionic compounds. And then we went over molecular compounds. And then we went over acids. And to be honest with you, your unit for lab chem is significantly shorter and not as in-depth as the honors course is. So you guys are getting basically an abridged version or a shortened version of the same unit as they are. And that's another reason why there shouldn't be much of an excuse. You guys are getting less material, not as in-depth, and you're still not doing it. So I don't know what to tell you. So far, 2 people have said hi, and you are now my 2 favorite students. That's that. The rest of you, I don't know what's going on, if you're still asleep or what. But it is 11 o'clock in the morning. You need to wake up and start doing stuff. And I'll be honest with you, as a father of a 16, 17-year-old, video games are not your life, okay? Listen, if you're waking up and all you want to do is just play video games and you're seeing this as a vacation, you are sadly mistaken because you are shooting yourself in the foot for a long-term life just benefits, okay? Yeah, there are things that have changed in the past 2 weeks or so, and things have happened, but you shouldn't just be sitting around. You should be using this time to your advantage, okay? And you should definitely be bettering yourself one way or another. There's a series of life skills that don't get taught in school. You should be using this time to do those skills. But that's, I can't do much about that. So if you're just waking up at, 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, you're logging on, saying present and going about your day, and you're not doing any work, you're not watching any videos, you're not doing yourself any favors. I know I'm not your only class. So if you're doing this with your other classes as well, you're really, really going to be in trouble towards the end of this course. And say we do go back to school. Say this is not for the rest of the year, and we get to finish up the school year in class. I am not going to reteach this stuff. I am not going to go over it again. This is it. You have these videos, and now they're out there forever. You have a rare opportunity where you can rewatch these over and over and over again. You can pause, you can rewind, you can collaborate with your friends, you can practice the stuff. You have that practice exam. You need to be doing that stuff. So this is all on you at this point. And to be honest with you, I kind of saw something like this happening. I predicted this in my head that I would be putting out the lessons out on this Google Classroom just like I would have in the class, and not getting much feedback, not getting much. And now we still only have 4 people in here. All right, at this point, I'm going to close this out. This has only been a few minutes at this point. How long has this been? I don't know. Whatever. I'm going to close it out because I got 2 people said hi, no questions. I've been stalling long enough. It is what it is. Monday, you will have a test posted. It's going to be on you to complete that, given the rules that will be posted on Monday. And you have until Monday to prepare for that. So good luck, and I will talk to you guys again on Monday. Have a good weekend.